Okay, this is a part of the show where we turn the room red. And then we talk about. No, it's my fault because I switched it. I normally do scary things first, but so this is the part of the show where we talk about scary things, violent altercations that we may have been a part of or very close to. I believe.
Like my date.
I believe. Well, you could have maybe used that for this instead.
I could use that for a lot of things.
So I don't think Flutesy has a story for this segment. So we're gonna read a listener story. But before that, let's hear your bad thing story, Scott.
So a time I've been in a fight. One time we were at the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn on Sundays. They have shows there, right? And this female comic was on stage. Some drunk guy stands up and like yells at her, and she was like, "Oh, can someone, I wish someone came in here and shot him in the face or something." Like there wasn't even a joke. She was just like, I need him dead. And it like really hurt him because he was drunk. And so he's like, "Fuck you." And he like he stuck his hand down his pants and then went to grab the microphone from her. So she like started to run. And then it's just a show and this is happening. Everyone's just watching it. So then I ran at him and hit him in the back of the head and he hit the ground. Oh. And then Ian Fidance like jumped on my back to get to the guy, and like he rolled over me, and then like pushed the guy once, and then Anthony DeVito hit the guy. It was fucking fun. And then as the guy was like slowly running out, like each person was like getting a hit in. He was a piece of shit. It wasn't like anyway. Then like he disappears, and then one of our friends, I forget who it was. Some black comic. I feel like a fucking asshole for forgetting.
Wow.
We don't know him that well. He comes back like 15 minutes later and he's like got scrapes all over him. And we're like, "Where the fuck were you?" And he's like, "I chased the guy down the street and fought him down the street."
Oh my God.
And we were like, "Oh, sorry. We weren't there for that. We just wanted him out of here."
We were done.
But yeah, the guy was just a problem in general.
Wow, I wish that there were footage of this fight. I feel like that would be the best thing to watch.
That's such a finance move. Rolling over someone's back and hitting someone else in the back. Oh my God.
I'm still not convinced he wasn't trying to fuck you.
Huh?
Pardon?
What?
We're all like, huh? Who's trying to fuck who?
They can rewind.
Oh boy.
Let's talk about
that. Don't bother. Don't do it. Okay, so this is a listener submitted story from Tony. This is his fight story. And there's a character named Nate in this tale. So I wonder if it's you, Nate.
Wow, all right. We'll see if it's me. Tony knows a little bit about my history.
My friend Nate and I were both drinking at a nightclub in Vermont. I was talking to this girl and Nate was talking to her friend. That particular night, an all-black college basketball team. These stories always get very racist.
Yeah, it's always, yeah.
It's not racist yet.
I mean, I think it'll get there. Let's see if there's someone with an orange shirt in this one. That particular night, an all-black college basketball team was at the bar drinking too. One of the players from the team approached the girl Nate was dancing with, and the team member pretty much snuck in and took the girl from Nate. Afterward, in a drunken state of mind, Nate says, "These fucking N-words are stealing our women."
Now
there you
it's
go.
What?
This was me. I remember now.
Now it's a little bit racist.
I remember this moment.
And all of a sudden, the turntables stopped. The bouncers in the basketball team and everyone in the bar looked at us. LOL.
LOL. Fucking what?
I love that.
One huge bouncer grabs Nate and uses his head to open the doors and threw him outside. Now, Nate and I were leaving. We walked out 2 minutes away. We walked about 2 minutes away from the club, and Nate says, "I left my wallet inside the club." God damn it, Nate. So we went back to the club, and we go inside, and the huge bouncer runs up to Nate, and Nate punches the dude right in the face, and all hell breaks loose. 3 bouncers drag him outside and held him down on the sidewalk. One of the bouncers put Nate's ankle on the curb and proceeded to stomp on it till it snapped like a twig.
Sounds like Dante Nero.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the Dante Nero move.
That's true. By this point, I was stuck in a position where I felt like I had to defend my friend no matter how outnumbered I was. Thankfully, I had some boxing experience.
That was the first time he stepped up in the whole thing.
Thankfully, I had some boxing experience.
Here
You're
we go.
fighting a basketball team.
Thankfully, I've been
bouncers.
training for the past 4 years for this moment. So I throw 5 right crosses to the face of the huge bouncer who was on top of Nate, and he started losing consciousness. The other 2 bouncers hit me from behind, and I fell on the ground and shot right back up quickly. I throw a left jab and a right cross. I knocked out one bouncer.
This guy is asking you out on a date. That's how this story ends. This story ends with him asking if he can see you.
Yeah, here we go.
The other one,
let me get ready to reenact this.
The other one was standing toe-to-toe with me, and we were going blow for blow back and forth. One of the black guys is now running in a circle and sucker punching me in the back of the head multiple times.
This guy sucks.
One of the black guys. Nice one, dude.
Next thing I know, I hear footsteps running towards me. I turn around and I get deboed, LOL. I got hit with a running uppercut and I flew in the air.
What the fuck?
Flew in the air
and landed on my face.
What are you, 90 pounds,
I thought he was gonna land on his feet.
On my face on the sidewalk. I shot back up and I realized this black guy was 6'7" maybe. We go at it and I hit him. He hits me. He grabs me by the throat and I grab his skinny arm and shoved it in his face.
That seems racist.
Yeah.
Wait, is his skinny arm his dick? Let's read that again, but say dick. That's his skinny arm. That's a dick.
He grabs me by the throat and I grab his skinny dick and shoved it in his face.
Yeah, bigot.
Skinny arm is dick.
The police finally show up and everyone runs away. I ran to my buddy Nate and picked him up because his ankle is literally dangling. We were all able to get away from the cops and I dropped him off at Dartmouth Hospital. I was covered in blood and lumped up. Funny part about all this was a week later, the bouncer I KO'd showed up at my job asking me if I wanted to work as a bouncer for the club. And I did for a year. Thanks, Shannon. Hope you would share this story.
I mean, I appreciate you submitting it, but that's not real.
It sounds
so
real
little of
made
that
up.
actually occurred.
This guy was like, I
don't know. I mean,
beat the shit out of a bunch of bouncers, and then they asked me to work.
He had a lot
with
of
them.
details. Usually, when you give a lot of details, you're not lying.
Also,
Also,
that's true.
you probably weren't fighting because how do you remember all those details
But he
if you were seriously
he
in a fight?
admit how many times he's like, I got it a few times.
Yeah, but then after
He
every
raised-
time he said exactly, I shot back
right
up.
back up.
It was never I stumbled back up. I slowly
Superman
The guy
punched
beat
my
him
me
way
in
up.
the
up.
face.
Yeah, it was like I kipped up.
And these guys managed to bust his friend's ankle. You know what I think happened? I think your friend left his wallet in a club once. That's what I think happened. That's the story.
And they also said all of the N-words
Yeah,
and
and, the
taking our
N-words, and then they
girls.
left. And then he was like, I left my wallet. Let's go back and get my wallet from these N-words. Then they got it. That's because I'm doing using the
Highlights.
context of the
That's
story.
The story
Highlights
you
of
like
the
tell
story.
yourself in the shower.
Then he's like,
after
then I
getting
beat
your
them
ass
all up.
kicked.
No, you didn't. Anyway, thanks for listening. Please leave a review.
Isn't this
Thanks,
also
Tony.
kind of the plot of American History X?
Oh, I was definitely thinking about the curb
Right.
stomp.
It all started on a basketball
A lot of
court,
curb stomping on the
ended
show.
on a curb. Yeah,
That was a hard scene to watch.
not for me.
Yeah, I can't believe Dante did this.
Well, you're a dead
Maybe that's
person.
part of it. Maybe he probably listened to the Dante episode
It was also
and
an
just threw it in
Eric
there.
story.
Did Eric break a guy's ankle on the curb?
No, his face. Don't you remember Eric's story?
To be honest,
What?
I blocked that out.
Oh,
it became
it
really
was real
horrific
bad.
really
Like
quick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not okay.
That's insane.
I'm not. I don't. I
These
didn't
are
love
bad
that part.
things.
That theory.
Oh.
Very good.
Very bad
Can we
things.
hit
Aptly named
the bell for
segment.
that stuff?
No.
I don't know.